Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmate. I am Jefferson Sirius from Group 6, and today we will be reporting about the Chapter 10, which is the Security Management. So the first topic in this chapter is about the terminologies. So, persons, as used in this act, shall include not only natural persons, but also judicial persons. So persons, there are two main categories, which is the natural and the judicial person. Natural person directly pertains to a human being, while the judicial person refers to an organization or corporation and association. Like for example are the private security agencies and private detective agencies. So the next term is the private detective agency. Refers to any organization or corporation who is not a member of regular police agency or AFP. So private detective agency, they are the one who renders detective works or services in exchange for cash or money, but and they are not a part of the armed forces of the Philippines. Next is company guard. They are proprietary or in-house security, and they are directly under the payroll of the company. So a company guard, they are in-house to the company, meaning that they are directly recruited to work as a security guard by the company, and they are not working under a security agency. Next is agency guard. They are hired by an agency and they are paid by contract. So unlike the company guard, they are the agency guard were hired by a security agency, and their payroll goes through the agency that they work in. Next, government guard force. So government guard force, they are considered as government employees and paid by the government. So this type of guard force, they work directly to the government. They are paid by the government. Yun lang.
Next is security guard forces. May be defined as a group or of forces of men selected, trained, and organized into a functional group for the purpose of protecting operational processes from those disruption which impede efficiency or halt operations at a particular plant, facility, institution, or special activity. In short guys, sila yung mga trained personnel na hinahire ng isang specific institutions or facilities para i-protect nila yung mga operation and processes ng kanilang businesses and plants. Next is security supervisor. Is charged with directing the work and observing the behavioral performance of the guard under his or her unit. From the word itself guys, supervisor, meaning to say na they are the ones who supervise the guards under their unit kung nagagampanan ba nila yung ng maayos yung trabaho nila. Then next is private detective. This refers to any person who is not a member of a regular police agency or the armed forces of the Philippines who does detective work for hire, reward, or commission. Sila naman yung guys, yung mga hinahire ng mga tao para gumawa ng o mag-render ng detective at investigative work para sa clients nila na in exchange with rewards or commissions. Next is watchman or security agency. Any persons, associated, partnership, or corporation who recruits, trainings, masters, furnishes, and solicits individuals or business firms, private or government-owned corporation engaging his services, those of its watchmen either residential or business premises, or both for hire or compensation through subscription shall be known as watchman or security agency. These are the agencies naman guys na nagtitrain ng mga tao para maging security guard. Then, these agencies gives services to private or governmental owned corporation, whether for hire or commission siya. Then, lastly for terminology is license or license certificate. A document issued to a person by a competent authority allowing such to establish, direct, manage, or operate detective or intelligence and private watchman and security agency. Ito naman guys, ito naman yung binibigyan na document sa isang tao. Kung yung tao na yun is qualified siya for establishing or operate a watchman and security agency.
Dito naman po tayo sa possession of firearms. Number 1, one firearm for every 2 security guards. And number 2, private security agency, private detective agency, company security force, government security force shall not be allowed to possess firearms in excess of 500 units. And number 3, shotguns not higher than 12 gauge. Hindi dapat tataas sa 12 gauge. And number 4, weapons with bores not bigger than caliber 22 to include pistols and revolvers with bores bigger than caliber 38. And may exemption din po yung in areas where there is an upsurge of lawlessness and criminality as determined by the Chief PNP regional office of their authorized representative, they may be allowed to acquire, possess, and use high-powered firearms. And dito na pa tayo sa number of personnel to be maintained to secure regular license to operate. Number 1 is the private security agency. Dito sa private security agency, dapat minimum of 200 na mga licensed private security personnel and maximum of 1,000 po. And number 2, company guard force or private detective agency. Minimum of 30 and maximum of 1,000. And dito na po tayo sa limitation of carrying firearms. Number 1, no firearm shall be borne nor be in the possession of any private security personnel except when in actual performance of duty in the prescribed uniform in the place and time so specified in the duty detailed order or the DDO. And number 2, shall be carried only within the compound of the establishment where he is assigned to guard. And number 3, while escorting big amount of cash or valuable outside of its jurisdiction or area of operation, private security agency shall issue an appropriate duty detailed order to the security personnel concerned. And stocking of ammunition. Number 1 is the stocks of ammunition in the agency shall not exceed 50 rounds of ammunition per unit of duly licensed firearms. Number 2, individual issue to each security guards shall be limited to 25 rounds for every security guard.
Confiscation of firearms of security guard. When the firearms is about to be used in the commission of a crime. Number 2, when the firearm is actually being used in the commission of crime. Number 3, when the firearms has just been used in the commission of crime. And number 4, when the firearm being carried by the security guard is unlicensed or a firearm is not authorized by law and regulation for his use. When the confiscation of the firearm is directed by order of the court. Number 6, when the firearm is used or carried outside the property, compound, or establishment serviced by the agency without proper authority, or when a security guard does not possess any license to exercise his profession. In all the above cases, the confiscating officer shall inform immediately the agency concerned.
Qualifications of security guard or watchman. First off, you have to be Filipino citizen, so no foreigners allowed. Next, you need to be a high school graduate, so just finishing your high school is enough. Then you also have to be physically and mentally fit. Basically, you need to be in good health and not have any issues that could affect your ability to do the job. You should be at least 18 years old but not older than 50. So there's an age range you need to fall into. Also, you need to have completed a pre-licensing course or something equivalent to it. This is like the basic training before you can actually be licensed as a security guard. But here's the thing, if you are a veteran or a retired military or police personnel, if you graduated from advanced ROTC, you don't need to go through that pre-licensing course anymore. You're exempted because of your background. Pundo. Qualifications of private detective. Filipino citizen. To be eligible, the applicant must be a natural-born Filipino citizen, ensuring legal and national ties to the country. Physically and mentally fit. The individual must be in good health, capable of handling the demands of the job, which may involve physical activities and mental stress. Holder of a baccalaureate degree. A college degree is required with a preference for courses like Bachelor of Laws or Bachelor of Science in Criminology, which provide relevant knowledge for investigative work. Graduate of criminal investigation courses. This involves completing specialized training either through the Philippine National Police, National Bureau of Investigation, or other recognized training centers. It equips the individual with the skills needed for criminal investigation. Advanced ROTC, CMT, graduate or equivalent. Completing the Reserve Officers Training Corps or Citizen Military Training or an equivalent program provides leaderships and discipline essential for the role of a private detective.
Basic requirements of an operator or manager of security agency. Filipino citizen, the person must be a natural born Filipino to ensure they are loyal to the country and meet legal standards for holding such a position. Not less than 25 years old, the person must be mature enough to manage a security agency effectively with enough life experience and responsibility. College graduate and or a commissioned officer in AFP or PNP. A degree or background in the Armed Forces of Police Service ensures that the person has the necessary education or training in security, law enforcement, and management skills. Course Course Seminar Industrial Security Management. This requirement ensures that the person has a specialized knowledge in managing security operations. If they haven't taken a formal course, they should have relevant training or work experience in the security industry. Good moral character. The operator or manager should be honest, ethical, and trustworthy, as they will be handling sensitive matters related to security. No criminal record involving more turpitude. This ensures the person has no history of serious crimes, example fraud, theft, or violence, that would make them unsuitable to manage a security agency.
So, dito naman po tayo sa revocation of license to possess firearms. This means that the legal authorization allowing an individual to own or possess firearms has been officially cancelled or withdrawn. This typically occurs due to violations of laws or regulations, such as engaging in illegal activities, becoming a threat to public safety, or failing to meet the condition required to maintain the license. So, bakit nga po nare-revoke ang isang license ng baril? This kapag yung may-ari na nito ay hindi karapat-dapat sa paghawak ng isang lisensyadong baril o nare-revoke ito dahil sa paglabag ng mga kondisyon. Here naman po is yung ibang dahilan bakit nare-revoke ang isang lisensya ng baril. First is failure to submit any issued firearm for verification as required. It is referred to a violation wherein a firearm owner does not comply with the legal or regulatory obligation to present their firearm for inspection or verification by their authorities.
Sa number 2 naman po is carrying firearms by security personnel without appropriate duty detail order. Means, pagdadala ng isang baril na walang duty detailed order ay isang illegal na kadahilanang na pagkansela din ng isang lisensyadong baril. Number 3 po is when the firearm serial number has been duplicated on another firearm or using one firearm's license for more than one firearm other than those stipulated in the license. Kapag yung isang serial number ng baril ay nakopya or na-duplicate sa isa pang baril, dun din po yung dahilan kung bakit na re-revoke yung isang license po ng baril. So number 4 naman po is carrying of firearms outside of the place stated in the permit or in places prohibited under the law. Means that the person is carrying a firearm in a location or situation that authorized by their firearm permit or areas where the law is explicit bans firearms. And last naman po is when the firearm was reported lost. Yun po is nawala na yung baril, marirevoke na po yung license niya. Sa duty detailed order or the DDO, this is a written order schedule issued by a superior officer, usually the private security agency, branch manager, or operations officer assigning the performance of private security detective services duties. DDO for the purpose of post duties not requiring transport of firearms outside of the physical compound or property of a client or client establishment shall be issued for not more than 30 days duration. This is a official document po na where it ensures that legally allowed na mag-possess po ng firearms yung mga security personnel po natin while or on their duty.